Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Tess Talks. Today I wanted to talk about the handshake. I know it's long overdue. I promised I'm going to talk about it. So today I decided to talk about it. So I want to say that they have to commend these two gentlemen for doing that because them coming together was such a vital thing to our country. The handshake involved the shaking of hands between President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition leader Raila Odinga. That is when the two rivals decided to meet and have a truce. This was a very important day in our country. We saw communities that had been torn apart, different communities, the Luos, the Kikuyus come together and the other minority tribes also joining in forces and appreciating the duo coming together, because where our country was actually in a bad state. You remember 2007, 2008 post-violence, what happened? That is when you saw two communities fighting and several other small other communities come and fight and distract our nation. But this handshake prevented it. But also it had another effect that we are seeing right now, the political changer. And how is it? We've seen different forces, especially the political party NASA that had sponsored the opposition leader, that is Raila, break. We have seen now forces from even leaders from NASA join Jubilee. And some Jubilee members, especially the 2022 presidential candidate of Jubilee, who we all know will be William Ruto, also joined forces with some NASA leaders like Aisha Jumo, I think she's called that. Yeah. So we've seen them come together and change. So what this handshake has done, one, it has kind of also created a dynasty that wasn't there. That is the Kenyattas, the Odingas, and the Moi's dynasty. Such that when these two forces have joined together, it will be very hard for any person or any politician out there to come join in the political scene and try to become the president. We cannot blind ourselves to the fact that you see, once there's a ruling party, we've seen 24 years during the tenure of Moi, we've seen what happened when there was no opposition. The government can pass anything it so wishes and nobody is going to oppose it. So it's a bit risky to have no opposition in our country. So I think that is just a bad effect about us not having an opposition or a strong opposition. And also NASA coalition is tearing apart, and so are people suspecting, the critics are thinking that with the entry of Raila Odinga in Jubilee, he is not going to do good. He's just trying to tear apart. And we see many people now bringing in the fact that Uhuru and Ruto are no longer friends, which I don't think it's the case, but I think it's the politics that is being brought, because of course Raila is now more of an equal, or if not equal, slightly below Uhuru Kenyatta, who is also a strong opposition. And we know the history of Raila and the deputy president, where they came from, how they differed, and the Hague, what happened until they were taken to the Hague because of this political temperature. But I'm happy to sum it all that the handshake was able to bring unity in our country, peace, a peace that it has taken quite some time to rebuild, because I know during the Moi era it was peaceful, though there was a lot of dictatorship, but we were peaceful. Now at least we are peaceful, things are moving, we are fighting corruption, we're seeing this sugar issue being out there, people are being followed. So it's a thing that we can commend the leaders for doing, and we are hoping that with time we are going to see more positive changes. So as we progress, I'm going to be telling you more of who is going to be the president come 2022. So don't forget to watch the next episode